What if I told you you could save up to a pound or more in your pack without buying any new gear, without cutting anything in half, and without leaving anything at home? Don't believe me? Stick around and I'll show you. Let's get into it. What's up, Dirt Junkies? If you're new here, my name is Jeff, and thank you for stopping by Dose of Dirt. Today, we're going to talk about what might be the heaviest thing in your pack and how you can save some serious weight, over a pound or half a kilo. Although we're not talking about tents today, just to put this into context, let's talk about how much people will pay to save that much weight on their tent. You can pick up the Lanshan Pro 1, which is a reasonably popular one-person ultralight backpacking tent, for about $135. It weighs 1.5 pounds or about 690 grams. Or you can pick up the Z-Pax Plex Solo for $599. That tent comes in at a weight of 13.9 ounces or just under 400 grams. So to save just about 11 ounces, you would be paying over $400 for a different tent. What I'm going to show you today can save you more than a pound, so almost double that weight, and will cost you basically nothing. I'm not saying don't buy the tent of your dreams if you want it. I'm just saying if you're looking to save weight, there's easier and cheaper ways, and I'm going to show you one. The area where you might be able to save the most weight in your pack is actually the food you're taking on your trip. That's right, your food. Now, hold on a second. I know that this can be taken to the extreme where you don't like any of the food that you've taken because all you were focusing on was how much it weighed. Nobody should just be drinking straight olive oil in the backcountry because it's the most calorically efficient. Yuck. Now, to show you just what I mean, I've actually put together 2 complete food menus for a 2-night, 3-day backpacking trip. Both of them include candy, plenty of sugary electrolyte powder, delicious dinners, and tasty snacks. The cool thing about comparing these 2 menus is that they literally both have the exact same number of calories. 5,530. You may take more or less than that on a 2-night, 3-day backpacking trip, but I wanted these to be exactly the same for sake of comparison. And even though they have the exact same calories, one menu is 20 ounces lighter than the other. And the lighter menu will also take up less room in your pack, and to top it all off, the lighter menu only costs a few dollars more than the heavier menu. I've also included a full list of all the food in both of the menus below in the description, and I've included links to where you can pick up some of these lighter, more calorically efficient options. Before I show you the food in these menus, I would love to know in the comments what's some food that you took on one of your backpacking trips that you totally regretted. Mine was Mountain House scrambled eggs. That stuff is disgusting. Anyway, let's talk about food that's not disgusting, what I've got right here on the table in front of me. On this side is the lighter menu, and on this side is the heavier menu. Let's start with day 1, right here at the top. You can see right off the bat, it looks like we've got a lot less food over here on this side, the lighter menu, than over here on the right side. But believe it or not, there's actually 80 more calories over here in the lighter menu. So not only is it lighter, it gives me more calories as well. One of the biggest gains I've made in calories is by changing my Mountain House meal for a much more delicious, by the way, Peak Refuel chicken Alfredo pasta. Not only is this much more delicious, it gives way more calories. 870 calories in this one. This is almost half the calories, 440. You'll see that both the heavier menu and the lighter menu include Tailwind because I love that stuff, and that kick of caffeine really helps get me through the hikes, but I don't have to take as many snacks. Over here on the left, I've got a really great find called Paleo Bars. You can actually get these from Costco. I'm pretty sure they're less than $1 a piece. These are really good, but much more calorically efficient than the Fig Bar or even these cashew sweet and salty. And of course, I've still got a honey stinger waffle over here because those are just too delicious to leave out. So that's day 1. Let's talk about total weight and total calories. For the heavier menu, it's 282 grams and 1,310 calories for the day. Over here with the lighter menu, it is 228 grams and 1,390 calories, so 80 more calories over here, but about 60 grams lighter, which is awesome. More calories, less weight. That is the goal. Let's talk about day 2. Just like day 1, you'll see that over here on the lighter menu side, it looks like there is a lot less food than over here on the heavier side, but the calories are almost the same. I'm definitely taking hot chocolate on both days because I just love a nice cup of hot chocolate with marshmallows in the morning when I'm backpacking. But for breakfast, instead of taking the Mountain House granola, which is also good, I found this really delicious Julie's Real granola. It's got more nuts and things like that are more calorically dense. Let's talk about lunch. That is where the biggest weight gain is made. You'll see over here on this side, I've got a packet of salmon, lots of protein, delicious, with 2 tortillas. Over here on the light side, I've actually got a ProCrunch vanilla bar. This is not only lighter and more calorically efficient, but also just works better for me because then I don't have to stop and take a long break. I like to eat on the go. Both menus include some candy. On the heavier side, we've got Starburst. On the lighter side, we've got peanut butter M&Ms. These are super good, but more fat in them, and so a lot more calorically efficient. Again, that's the goal. As far as bars and other snacks go, on the heavy menu side, you can see we've got a honey stinger waffle, fig bar, Cliff bar, all pretty standard things for backpacking and hiking. While over here on the lighter side, I just have one of these wafer bars. These are really good, much lighter, and a lot of calories, so I don't have to take nearly as many snacks if I take this type of snack instead of what I have over here on this side. Just like day one, both menus include Tailwind, and you'll see again we've made a substitution that instead of Mountain House meals, I'm taking a Peak Refuel meal. The Mountain House meal has 560 calories and the Peak Refuel has 850, so a lot more calories and more delicious. That's a winning combination. Let's talk about total weight and calories for day 2. On the heavier side, the total weight is 772 grams and the total calories is 2,850. Over here on the lighter side, the total weight is 466 grams and the total calories are 2,680. About 100 less calories over here on the lighter side, but much lighter because we've made better food choices. Let's talk about day 3 and then get to the totals for the trip. First meal of the day, breakfast. Over here on the heavier side, one thing I would often take for breakfast are these fruit and cream oatmeal packs, and then I like to mix it with a little bit of quick oats and of course, hot chocolate as well. On this side, I've got some more Julie's Real granola and some hot chocolate. On day 3, the Julie's Real granola is where we make some real gains in the caloric density of our food. You'll see lunch on day 3 over here is again a tuna packet. The lemon pepper is delicious, rolled up into a tortilla, and then a bunch of snacks and Tailwind. Over here on the lighter menu is a Justin's Vanilla Almond Butter. If you haven't tried these are super good. I love the vanilla. Another Honey Stinger Waffle and another Paleo Bar. Total weight for day 3 on the heavy side is 404 grams and the total calories is 1,370. Over here on the lighter side, the total weight is 239 grams, so almost half the weight, but the total calories are 1,460. So day 3 on the lighter menu is almost half the weight, but has more calories than the heavy menu. Let's talk about total calories for the entire trip. As I've said several times, the total calories for both of these menus is 5,530, which is hard to believe because you can see the heavy menu actually takes up more than half of the table, whereas over here the lighter menu doesn't take up nearly as much room. And it's lighter. This menu weighs almost 1.5 kilograms, or 51 ounces. That's over 3 pounds of food on this side of the table. But over here on this side, the total weight is less than 1 kilogram. It comes in at 933 grams, or just over 2 pounds, 32.92 ounces. So we've saved over a pound of weight, actually 20 ounces, just by making better food choices over here than what's over here. As I've already said, weight isn't the only thing that matters when choosing your food. You also want to choose things that you will actually enjoy eating. But I feel like I've still done that. And possibly the best part about this, and yes, it does get better than saving a pound, is that the menu over here is only $3 or $4 more expensive than the menu over here. Based on what I was able to purchase these foods for either on Amazon, Walmart, Costco, the total price of the heavier menu is $42.48. But the total price of the lighter menu is only $46.87. So you're only spending $4 more to save over a pound of weight in your pack. I'm gonna pack both of these things up in clear bags and weigh them on my kitchen scale so we can see just how heavy each of these are. I'm guessing we'll actually save more weight than what I've said here because the weights I've listed only include the food, not the packaging. And as you can see, we've got a lot less packaging over here in the lighter menu compared to the heavier menu. So let's pack up the heavy menu first. All right, we actually need 2 bags for the heavy menu. Let's see how much this weighs. All right, here's the big bag. 1,738 grams for the heavy menu. This is actually almost 300 grams heavier than just the food because of all the packaging. And I know there's 2-gallon Ziploc bags here. I'll put another one on with this menu so we can really compare. But you can see this is heavy, almost 2 kilograms of food. Yikes. Let's pack up the light menu. All right, there is the lighter menu all packed up. Let's see how much it weighs. I'll put this empty bag on just to make sure we're comparing the same. So with the packaging, this one weighs 1,130 grams. If you remember, the food alone was about 933, so it looks like we've picked up about 200 grams worth of packaging in this bag. So the actual difference between these two menus is 600 grams, or about 1 pound, 5 ounces, by making better food choices where we still get the exact same number of calories, but a lot less weight and a lot less volume. I think I can say I've delivered on my promise to save over 1 pound of weight in your backpack without buying any new gear, without cutting anything in half, and without leaving anything except for heavy food at home. If you're into saving weight in your pack, you should definitely check out this video over here, which shows you my 15-pound winter loadout that has taken me down to 15 degrees. Remember, life is better with some dirt in it. That is ridiculous. There's a fuzzy.